Today's video is little different. It's not just an art therapy exercise. Lightwish kindly sent me a big box of products to review and compare. So I thought, why not talk about something while I'm reviewing of something which we all needed a little bit. That's not dangerous. That is called motivation to perform. That stress level we all needed in our life. And while I'm testing these beautiful travel watercolor kit, I don't want you to just sit with me and watch. I want you to create with me. Today we are going to make two simple calming projects that anyone can do. So grab whatever you have, your journal, watercolor paper, some paints, color pencils, markers, even a simple black pen will do. And if you enjoy fiber art like I do, grab some threads, yarn, needle, or any textile material you have nearby. There are 3 levels of stress. Believe it or not all stress is bad. One level of stress actually motivates us to grow, learn, and create. Lately, that's exactly where I've been. Running an art studio, teaching, filming YouTube, managing life. Somewhere in between, I realized I wasn't creating enough for myself anymore. Then this arrived from Lightwish. I honestly thought I was just reviewing another watercolor kit. I didn't expect it to become my excuse to start creating again. Hey everyone, I'm Sana. I'm a mixed media artist, certified holistic art therapy practitioner, and founder of Wild About Art Studio based in Bahrain. When Lightwish reached out for a gifted collaboration, I honestly thought it would be another simple unboxing. But I was genuinely surprised by how thoughtfully they put this package together. Instead of sending just one product, they sent a complete collection that allow me to test, compare, and create an entire series of videos. Let's start with the first box, the mini watercolor travel set, the beautiful yellow color. But before I show you what's inside, let me show you what I created with. This is the first page in this little sketchbook comes in this travel pack. I am already excited to fill every page with slow, meditative watercolor painting. Stay with me to see the process of how I create the first page in this Lightwish travel journal. But first, let's see what's inside the box. The mini watercolor set comes with everything you need to start creating right away. Inside, you will find a beautiful travel bag, a mini watercolor journal, a pencil, a refillable water brush, a small spray bottle, which is super cute, a tray to organize all 24 colors, and the ceramic mixing palette, ready to be filled with your favorite colors. It is such a cute little setup. I can already imagine taking this to my favorite coffee shop, sitting by the beach, or even carrying it in my handbag whenever I feel like painting. It's compact, organized, and perfect for those little creative moments. You know, this actually reminds me of something I hear all the time. People often say, Sana, you are so lucky. You own an art studio, you can create whenever you want. And honestly, that's not how it works. So this is very first page I painted in sketchbook that comes with this mini watercolor travel set. I decided to dedicate this little journal to something I've been wanting to create for a long time, a mini Zen watercolor journal. For this first page, I choose 3 colors that for me represent calm, healing, and growth. You can pick your colors, give 3 emotions, and let's begin with me. Now, this is something very interesting. And I can't wait to take this travel kit to a cafe or a beach to paint. And whenever I will do it, I will definitely share my review and I'll add the video as well. If you've been following my channel, you will know I keep coming back to repetitive lines and repetitive shapes. And there's actually a reason for that. Research in art therapy and neuroscience suggests that repetitive, rhythmic movements can help regulate the nervous system by gently engaging our attention. Instead of our mind jumping from one worry to another, it begins to focus on the rhythm of the brush. So here I'm testing the watercolor which comes in this pack, the paper, how the paper is in this journal, while I'm regulating my nervous system after a long, stressful day dealing with children of all the ages. And not just the children, but also everyday siren and the uncertainty what is happening in our region. As you can see, I didn't have a plan before I started painting. I simply allow my brush to move in soft, flowing curves. With every line, I took a slow inhale and a gentle exhale, matching my breath to each brush stroke. This simple combination of repetitive movement and mindful breathing help anchor your attention in the present moment. Instead of worrying about making perfect art, you are simply following the rhythm of your hand, your breath, and the flow of the watercolor. And trust me on this, the ceramic side for mixing is really helpful. Sometimes that's all we need, a few quiet minutes of creating, one brushstroke at a time. It's not about making a perfect art, it's about creating a moment of calm. So if you're a beginner or if you're someone who wants everything to be perfect, trust me on this, this exercise is perfect for you to do it, to just unwind and relax. And that's exactly what I wanted this little travel journal to become. You might remember that at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that not all stress is bad. One type of stress called eustress. Actually, the kind that motivate us to grow, learn, and keep moving forward. And if I'm being honest, I think that's exactly where I am in life. Running a business isn't easy. Teaching isn't easy. Filming YouTube, definitely not easy. Managing finance, family responsibilities, the uncertainty we've been living with recently. None of it is easy, but over the years, I have also realized something. Some stress doesn't come to break us. Sometimes it comes to show us where we need to grow. And here I'm done with this set of watercolor travel kit. And look at this cute little, you can easily put them back, keep them all in the bag, and just store in the corner of your side table. Or while you are traveling, you can just put it in your bag. And now it's time to open the next one. Are you still with me? Okay, if you're still with me, do comment what are the colors you decide to do for your rhythmic flow. And now this is the second binder travel kit from Lightwish. I have to admit, this is the one I've been most excited about because I already know exactly what I want to use it for. This binder is going to be my art therapy journal, but not just the journal. The very first thing that caught my attention was the design, the olive green leather finish, the beautiful binder, the smooth ceramic palette. It feels more like opening a luxury planner than the art journal. One thing to know is that this palette doesn't come with pre-filled watercolor paints. And personally, I actually like that because it means I can customize it with the colors I use the most. Since I already have the watercolor tubes from the first travel kit, I simply going to fill it with those. And while I'm filling it, let me tell you what I want this binder to become. I graduated in fashion designing many years back. So I often say that fiber art is somehow in my blood. Threads, needles, fabric, texture, stitching. These are the material I naturally keep coming back to. I love combining watercolor with thread, yarn, beads, fabric, and collage. There is something very therapeutic about building a page slowly, layer by layer, and allowing different textures to become part of the artwork. Here I am just going with this beautiful olive green and beige and brown color, just simply adding shapes, nothing fancy, no plan, no reference, just playing with shapes, big, small, vertical, horizontal. The challenge is that I never really found the right journal for this kind of mixed media work. Loose papers are difficult to organize, and regular sketchbooks can become bulky once you begin adding stitches, fabric, beads, and texture elements. This is why this binder immediately made sense for me. I can remove the pages while I work, stitch or collage directly onto them, and then place them back inside. And if the journal becomes too full, I can simply remove a few pages and continue creating. And also these pages are separately available on Amazon. So in case if you want to add more pages, you can definitely order them back again. So I've decided to dedicate this binder to my mixed media art therapy journey, combining watercolor, collage, thread, yarn, stitching, machine stitches, beads, and anything else that help me explore texture and emotion. And that brings me to the deeper reason behind this journal. Why do these materials feel so therapeutic to me? Why have I always returned to creativity during the most stressful and uncertain season of my life? That question is one of the reasons I decided to study holistic integrated creative art therapy. Not because I wanted to completely change my career, but because I wanted to understand what is actually happening within us when we create. Here I kept the palette very simple, just olive green and brown. I diluted both colors on the ceramic mixing surface, which made it easy to create different shades and values without adding more paint. There was no complicated plan. I simply added few organic shapes, curved lines, straight lines, light wash. While I was teaching earlier, I became so excited about this binder that I had already painted another page. Now that it is completely dry, I want to experiment with this one first and show you that mixed media therapeutic art doesn't have to stay flat inside the folder. If you're following along my Wild About Art Instagram page, you may have seen students are loving this project, the ceramic trinket trays, where we mix the ceramic paste and pour them in the mold and make our own. So here I just grab those trays to take out some beads. On the page, I also remove small circular area from some of the painted shape. Then I'm going to add threads, beads, and a few simple stitches to create more texture and movement. Now this is the technique. If you want to do this similar thing, you can grab a foamic sheet or any kind of a foam. This foam came from my travel bag, which is definitely very useful, and I'm going to keep it. And with the keeping the foam underneath the paper, you can take a needle and just add some holes. I think there is a special kind of a kit also available. I'm not sure. I have seen some of the artists are using those special needles and pins, but I don't have that. This is the way I used to do it. And the other zigzag lines, I did it with the machine stitches, just with a sewing machine. Needlework asks us to slow down and focus on one small action at a time, guiding the needle, pulling the thread, and repeating the movement. Research on embroidery and craft-based activities suggests that this focused repetition may support attention, emotional expression, a sense of order, and well-being. The evidence is still developing, and of course, not every material will feel calming for everyone. But just this week, during my summer camp, while the children were learning crochet, sewing, and stitching, one of my students, she is only around 12 years old, said something that really stayed with me. She told me, now I can see that learning crochet is helping me build patience. And I thought that was such a beautiful realization at such a young age. This year, I've noticed how intentionally many mothers are choosing activities that teach their children real life skills. Not only how to make something, but how to slow down, tolerate frustration, try again, concentrate, and complete what they started. These skills can be especially valuable for teens and teenagers who are growing up with so much pressure, uncertainty, comparison, and emotional overwhelm. Creative practices may not replace professional mental health support when it is needed, but they can give young people a healthy space to pause. If you agree with me, please do comment and share your views, because I really want to bring this awareness to young mothers that sending their children to learn something is an investment. It's not just a hobby. Yes, we all need hobby, but investing in a real life skill and teaching these skills is something priceless. So here I am done, and I'm so happy. It's like dopamine boost for me with this new dose of motivation with the Lightwish travel kit and creating this. Now here I have this burlap piece. I'm gonna just put this one with a glue gun, attach two papers together, and put this inside my binder. Now while I'm just doing the finishings of this page, let's finish with my genuine review about the product. After testing both travel kit, I can honestly say I am truly enjoying them. I love the compact size and thoughtful design, and especially the quality of the paper. The watercolor did not bleed through to the other side, which means I can easily use the back of the page whenever I want. The ceramic mixing palette were also very convenient, and both kits feel practical enough to carry without needing a large art setup. So whether you are planning to travel, looking for a compact creative kit for yourself, or searching for a thoughtful gift for someone who loves art, journaling, or quite creative time, these are definitely worth considering. For more details, you can check all the links are available in the description of this video where you can buy all these products. So until next time, leave a comment and tell me which of these two travel kits you would choose. And please share this video with someone who may need a little creative motivation. Till next time, keep creating and take care of yourself. And don't forget to watch the next video where I'll review and test another beautiful Lightwish watercolor set. And of course, create something special with you. See you there.